What is going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my normal ones, so stick around. I think you'll enjoy it. First and foremost, these are the two plans that I recommend the most, or two companies right now besides TopStep, is Tradeify and MyFundedFutures. Tradeify right now is obviously a big player in the straight to funded game. They're offering 40% off all their straight to funded accounts, or if you enjoy the traditional evals where you have to pass something before you get funded, those are 50% off. I currently use Tradeify for the straight to funding. You can have up to 7 accounts. You can use Tradeivate, Tradingview, or NinjaTrader. So check them out if you haven't done so already. If you use my code SEANTRADES, that gets you those discounts and it helps the channel out. Over here, the 25K milestone promotion is currently 15% off with MyFundedFutures. This is also one that I'll be restarting and going to give it a go here soon. So the discount, both of these lasts till the end of the month of November 2024. So if interested, check them out. Discount code SEANTRADES. So, all right. Today's topic is basically building a strategy for trading, the mechanical strategy. And if you haven't heard, Edgeful is a company, it's a web-based platform where you can come up with something to see if there's any sort of edge or strategy that you can develop to hopefully help you make you some money in the markets. So they do stocks, futures, Forex, crypto. Obviously, this is a futures channel, so my market is futures. Report type, I'm doing price action, and then I've been looking at lots of different reports and having fun with this website. And I just wanted to share one that has caught my eye on a couple different markets. So the opening range breakout. There's obviously lots of things that you could run a report on, but let's do the opening range breakout. I'm going to customize this for the first 5 minutes. And now this is of the New York East Coast Standard Time 5-minute opening. So from 9:30 a.m. to 9:35 a.m. East Coast time. You can change this if you want to try and come up with a different strategy. You can do 5 minutes, 15, or 30. So a lot of people will play an opening range breakout to get long or get short once price breaks out of that range. And a lot of people might have success with certain markets and it might be really good for them, but I've also had not so good success with that and have found that a lot of times price will go back into that range and go back to the opposite side. So this website's been really cool to see the data on this. And you can see right here, this is a market. A lot of you might not trade, but it's copper. So /HG if you're on Tradeivate, that will pull up this signal for you. But you can see lots of different markets. So copper. We're now down here. There's lots of different report types when you're in this opening range breakout. You can go standard. Let's see how often it breaks out of that 5-minute range and doesn't come back or breaks down. Pretty low. You can see 73% of the time it breaks both sides. So that means that it's going to go above and then come back and go below the opening range. So for a lot of us, we get chopped around inside trying to do longs and shorts, but it really goes back and forth. But I wanted to see if there's a way to get even a better advantage or a better statistical edge while trading this. If I go by weekday, you can see maybe what day of the week is the best for double breaks. So really cool. Monday, lots of times, 81%, it's going to double break. Wednesday is really high. Thursday is pretty high. Friday is the least on copper. But then they also have other ones, and this is my favorite. If you go by size, and basically what this is the percentage of size of that market. So if it's a smaller opening range, the chances of you breaking both sides is 85% on copper. So that means that 85% of the time it's going to break the high, and then it will also at some point revisit the low of that first 5-minute candle. So you might be able to come up with an edge, and I'm going to show you what I've kind of been looking at as well on how to trade that. So that's copper. I know that's one that a lot of people don't look at. And the other one that people do look at that I'm going to be incorporating is crude oil futures. Same sort of thing. I have it set up for opening range, first 5 minutes, and I'm looking at by size. And you can see down here, I'm still at that 0 to 0.2% opening candle range. And it's okay. I mean, you have about a 70% chance of a double break. But if you go up here to the next one, next size, 0.2 to 0.39%, we're back up to that 85% a likelihood of price going outside of the top and then coming back and touching the bottom of that range. So now what do we do with it? Well, my plan is, let's pull up Tradingview here. Here is a chart of crude oil, and I have it set up so I have a opening range bracketed out for the first 5 minutes with these blue lines. You can get free indicators if you look for something like initial balance, and then you can just change the time for 5 minutes to just kind of mark that. And you could also just mark it yourself. I also use regular trading hours down here. This cleans it up a little bit, so I don't need to, because if you're doing this, you don't really need to see what happened overnight in the Asian session. So you can just change this to regular trading hours and it will clean it up here. So the other tool that I utilize on your drawing tools, you're going to want to look for your price range. And this will make it easy because I go from the bottom of the first 5 minute candle to the top. And you can see I'm at 0.33%. And that's in that range of that 0.2 to 0.39%. That would be my sweet spot for crude oil. So I would take this trade. And what I would do is, you can see the range is 0.23. So 23 ticks in crude oil. I would wait for price to break up here above, one tick above our high of 69.53. So I'd get short at 69.54, and I would put my stop 23 ticks ahead, or on top of that, at 69.77. So you can see price kept pretty close to it today, but then it came all the way back down, and I'd be targeting 1-to-1, and I would have gotten out of that trade. Now, you can also take the opposite when it gets below it and shoot for the top. This would have been a losing trade, so you would have been break even today on this setup. Or you can say, if the first trade's a win, I'm done for the day, walk away. Maybe if the first trade's a loser, you'll give it one more shot and see if you can become break even. Totally up to you. You can get really build your own strategy on how you want to do this. So here's 1.42, so 42 ticks on crude oil. Let's see if that's in that price range. That is 0.62%. That's a little high for me. Even though it have worked out, I wouldn't have taken that trade for the strategy I'm building. Here's another one that's 25 cents. That's probably within my price range. And it sure is. It's at 0.37, so it's right in that zone that I'm interested in. And I would have gotten a trade signal here when it broke below that 5 minute candle opening one. And then I would have gotten 1-to-1 there. So then let's see. This is potentially, we're at about 68.19, 25 higher. Yep. Another winner. You could have gone both sides on that one. So guys, that's just something you can look at. Again, this is real easy, takes a lot of the guesswork out, not a lot of indicators that you need to wait for any kind of moving average or crossover or volume profile or anything. This is just a quick statistical edge on that 5 minute opening candle on how often it breaks above and comes back down, or vice versa. So check out Edgeful. There's lots of other reports you can pull together to create a strategy that can hopefully make you some money. Again, nothing's guaranteed in life, obviously, but it's fun to be able to pull data and come up with new ideas. So check out Edgeful. I do have a link down below if you want to try them out. I think there's a 7-day free trial you can use, and hope you found this video helpful. Take care.